Hey guys, Jay Massey here and welcome back to the channel. In this particular video, I sometimes get the question about, do I need an entity or do I operate as myself? Most importantly, what does the profile need to look like on the platforms that we're using to attract customers? Here's the thing. At the end of the day, you and I both know that when it comes down to it, we're running a business. But what's the best way to interact with the individuals who are going to eventually become your long-term customers?
Russell J, can you speak about operating as an individual versus a company, meaning my display name when interacting with guests, pros versus cons? Got it. So Russell, this is actually funny. This is a funny question coming from you because you're a property manager, right? And I find that interesting. My entire real estate life have always operated like if I'm ever customer facing, if I ever had to see the tenant, I was always nobody with no power. I was never anything. Even when I'm the one owning the building, I am nobody. I've always chosen to operate that way, as I work for the management company. And when people ask me, do you have some authority? I have some, yes. And all of those things. I'm the supervisor on duty. Yeah, I never want to be the end all because people will take advantage of that. I've seen it so many times. Now, with that being said, there can be this thought process on short-term rental platforms like Airbnb that the customer's expectation is I'm dealing with an individual. But that has more to do with that platform's marketing than it has to do with how you choose to operate. Like on HomeAway, it's not that big of a deal. Booking.com, it's really not that big of a deal. But on Airbnb, because of the way that they have branded themselves, it can be off-putting to some of your guests. There are some guests, I have seen reviews, I have received reviews where guests were like, you know what, I'm just going to look for a person next time. I don't want a management company. We have had inquiries where we had dates available, price was good. They're like, you know what, I want a person, not some management company. I'm like, okay, no, it is what it is. Because there's a certain experience that they believe they're going to get by dealing with a human or a person or mom and pop, if you will. Now, you could also say that some of those people are looking for the mom and pop to possibly take advantage of what they might not know. That is also there. That is also prevalent. I don't know. I can't really say one way or the other. I can say, however, that the platforms appreciate the way we operate because we're able to do so many things. For example, 24/7 response. We respond either via artificial intelligence or a human within 7 minutes. Think about that. 24/7. Being able to actually execute that is something that has an effect on the experience. And I promise you, if you stayed at somebody else's place and it was just like while they were out of town or something, and you had an issue at 3 a.m, you might not get the level of assistance that you actually need in order to resolve an issue. Or if a neighbor or somebody is causing a disturbance, they may not respond properly. Or we've had this recently because out here in California it started raining. If the window leaks, well, they may not know how to respond to that. So there's pros and cons to the experience, and it's really more about guest preference, in my opinion, than it is anything else. It's not like you can't have one or the other, or no one's going to stay with you. That's not true at all. In fact, oftentimes people will choose you. I've had this happen. People have chosen us because of the profile. Because I've had people say, you like drones, I like drones. You like photography, I like photography. all of those things. So people will, sometimes it's just crazy reasons why people will choose to stay with you or not.
So if you like information like this and you want to learn how to grow your short-term rental portfolio, do me a favor, go ahead and hit subscribe button. Definitely hit that like button. Leave us a comment below, because if you got a question and you want it answered, well, that's how we're going to know.